Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay, yeah, let's go. So today, during the webinar, we will cover two main core updates that we recently made to our system. All of them are related to the filling technology, so it's not about UI tweaks, it's all about the actual AI that does the job for us. So the first update is about pages. It's about tables that are used in PDFs. And the second update is about using PDF itself as a source of documents. I will try to keep this session short because I know we're all busy. So let's go. I will share my screen. For today's demo, I will be using the insurance form by Aetna. So this is the form that I will be using to demonstrate how we fill out tables, because this form has a table. And also I will be attaching another form of some other insurance company as a source document. So it's going to be a PDF form. So let's save this file to the disk. Yeah, this one. So step number one is always we have to upload the form. Yeah, the form is uploaded and it's ready to be used. So for now, the form is blank. There are no data inside, but our AI did recognize the form, so it categorized and assigned meanings to all the fields. And we also can see there is a table. So this is the table that we will be focusing on today. To fill out this form, I will be using the information that we generated using ChatGPT. So we created this discharge summary. So before this demo, I didn't have a clue how this works, but yeah, we had to investigate how to fill out these forms. So we generated this data using ChatGPT. We created this beautiful layout. All these names, they are just made up by ChatGPT. And this document does have a form, does have a table again. So it's going to be used to populate this table in the Aetna form. The second document that we need to have is the medical claim form issued by another insurance company. And these two documents, they contain different information. So discharge summary is more about patient issued by a medical center, by a hospital for Sarah Miller. And this document is the medical claim form. But Sarah Miller is also mentioned in this document. So it's more about the employer because there is employer information. Let's attach both of these documents over here. Yeah, quick note here. So yeah, we can attach documents. We currently don't limit how many documents users can attach, but it does make sense to attach as little as possible, because if you give too much data to the AI, it may be too confusing. And I'm not gonna have anything here today. So this is how the documents look, and let's fill them out. So it's just one page. The total number of fields is 103. Not that many, but the layout of the form is quite confusing. So there are checkboxes, there are tables and lists like this. So let's see how it works. It takes a little bit of time at the beginning because before AI actually starts filling out the form, it needs to parse and process the documents we attach. So if we attach just text, it's easier, but if we attach PDF files, they should be converted to text, they should be parsed. Sometimes layout is, again, confusing, and it takes a little bit of time when it's starting. Yes, the form is done, so yeah, we can download the form. There are two types of forms we can download. In this case, I will check this box, so the form will be flat, not editable once it's downloaded. Because the way form looks here may be a little bit different the way the form looks in Adobe Reader or any other tool that we use to preview the PDF form. So this is the result. Yeah, let's check. So usually for the AI, it's super easy to parse and process information like employer name and EIN and everything and numbers. It's more challenging for AI to do checkboxes because sometimes those boxes are not directly mentioned in the email, so not explicitly, and not in the attachment. So the table is filled. The data that is used here was populated from this document. Yes, it was populated from here. So let's do a quick check. Let's find this one. Yes, it's over here. So what changed? Before, we were able to fill out tables like this, but it was unpredictable. Maybe 8 from 9 fields were correct, but some of them are not. So now it's predictable. And the big difference we did, so now we process row by row. Before we filling out the table here, we ask AI to prepare a data set based on what we submit, because again, in this example, I submitted just a couple of documents with the total number of pages, maybe how many? 3 here and 4, so 7. But sometimes users can submit 70-page or 100-page long documents. So AI needs to first get the data from that big data set, and then once we have that, we actually start filling the table one by one. So we fill out row number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's the biggest difference. The second update I wanted to show you today is actually the PDF documents as attachment. To save time, so I'm going to cover it again during this filling process. So as you can see here, I attached 2 PDF forms, not Excel files, not CSV, not text, but PDFs. PDF documents are unique because they are the most complex. The technology that is used when PDF file is created doesn't let to parse PDF easily. So it's always a challenge to parse tables, and because of the layout mostly. But in this case, we did some changes maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and we've been testing them during the last week, 2 weeks. And before this update, our AI could easily miss some of the information that is in PDF files, especially if those PDF files are very long. But now it's fixed. And also, we are better processing now complex layouts. This layout is, I would say, not that hard to process, but sometimes layout of PDF files can contain images. It may be simply a print of a web page with all the graphics and everything, and a lot of confusing information. So it's all improved. And when we now process long PDF files as attachments, we go page by page, try to get the actual information from that page, and only after that we start the filling process. And also, a little technical, but the modern AI and LLMs, they cannot process huge amount of information. So there is a limitation, there is a window size that we can submit, how much data we can submit. So yes, we can submit a bunch of information, but AI will start making errors and maybe missing information. So that's why in this case we process page by page. So basically we are not limiting how many pages maybe in those attachments. So this is the updates. Let's see if you have any questions. Just in case if you missed, yeah, feel free to submit your questions here. We'll be covering them. So these updates are already available to all our users, both paid users and those who are on trial. So yeah, feel free to check it out. Sometimes when the form is uploaded, our AI doesn't correctly recognize a table. So we need to provide a little hint. The way we do this is this. So we basically have to go and do something like this. So we basically provide a hint to the AI where is the table exactly located at the document. So once it's done, AI can know that all these fields that are included here are related to the table. Yeah, like this. So we have a question here. Does the data have to be in the table or list format in the source to be filled out in tables? Yes, it's great when the data is already structured as a table, but it's not required. So actually, this information can be in a free form text somewhere in the document, and then AI will understand that this is what's needed to fill out a specific table. So AI can get that information. It can structure it as a list, like row by row, and then when it actually starts filling the form, so it will fill out row number 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's not required. So there is no direct mapping between this table and the data in the source document. So it can be in various formats. It's great when it's similar, so it's easier for AI and maybe less mistakes, but it's not required. Yeah, and also one quick note regarding this. What is actually a table? In this case, this is clearly a table, but we can also consider a list like this as a table too. So what we can also do, we can categorize these inputs as table just by doing this. And then AI will look at this table, assign it some description, and maybe, no, in this case, AI decided that it's not a table because it looks like a simple list. But again, sometimes AI can recognize some of the fields that are repetitive in a form that doesn't look like a table, like classic table, but maybe treated like a table. So it's also in this case, we'll use the same row by row technology to fill out the. So this is the updates that I wanted to share today. Again, they're available to all the users. I invite all of you to upload your forms and submit your data and check it out. You can submit PDF files. Again, you can submit multiple. The data doesn't have to follow a specific format, so it can be in a very free form, and then AI will recognize it. So this webinar will be available on our YouTube channel after the recording. Feel free to come back to this if needed or share with your colleagues. We don't plan to have that many webinars like this, but once we have core updates that affect everyone and improves the accuracy and predictability of the core technology we use, we'll be having more webinars like this. So that's all. Thank you everyone for attending. Bye.